second grade, we're back tackling time. How exciting. I left up our public record from yesterday because we're actually going to add to it today. Our target is the same, but our activity is a little different. So yesterday, you know that I drew the analog clocks, I had the hands, and you wrote the digital time. Today, we're going to do a little switcheroo. You're going to draw I'm going to show the digital time, and you're going to use your clocks that you have in front of you in your toolkit, and you're going to use those hands to show that. Before we can do that, though, we need to talk about our learning from yesterday and what we noticed to help us use those hands today. So let's get those targets ready and get started. I can tell and write time to the half hour. And remember, we're not just doing that with our digital clocks like you did yesterday, but we're also going to do that with our analog clocks. So we're going to write it with numbers, and then we're also going to use those hands. Yesterday's exit ticket, I gave you these two clocks. Can anybody tell me what that time was that we had for the first clock? 9:30. How do you know? Because the hour hand was between the 9 and the 10, that short hour hand. And remember, this chart's there to help you. And where was the minute hand? It was reaching way down here to that 30. Remember, we have our 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Went halfway around that clock, didn't it? Yes, so we have 9:30. That hour hand is where, though? It's in between, halfway in between those 2 hours. And if you see that, if you were to draw that imaginary line straight out, you would see it's right in between those two. So then, knowing what we know about this one, what was that one? It was 12:30. Great job. And tell me why, and tell me how you know. The hour hand was between the 12 and the 1. It hadn't gotten to the 1 yet. No, it did not. And what about the minute? It had gone halfway around the clock. We say that half hour, right? It had halfway around the clock. If this whole clock is a whole hour, if it was to go from 12 all the way to 12, it'd be a whole hour. So halfway around is a half hour. And that's that 30 minute. And remember from the other day, or yesterday, in fact, we said we also call that half past, right? It's gone halfway past or halfway through that hour, okay? So you all said yesterday that when we were looking at our analog clocks and you were having to pick out the digital one, that you were looking at the hour that it said that it passed first, right? The 2, the 4, the 9 that you were just telling me about, the 1, the 6, the 12, absolutely. So when I'm showing you times today, my friends, I want you to make sure that that hour hand isn't right on that hour. That's a tricky thing for us to do and try to remember. So please make sure that your hour hand is also in between those 2 hours, okay? All right, I want you to show me your first one is going to be, let's see here. I want to change my mind. I want you to write 3:30. 3:30. Ms. Baker changed her mind last minute. Where would that hour hand go? Where would that minute hand go? I'm watching you move those hands. Which one of those is your hour hand? So where's it going to point to? And where's your minute hand going to go? Where's it going to point to? Okay, hold up your clocks for me to see. Ooh, I love seeing these clocks. When I look out, I see that long minute hand reaching way down there. And I see the little one reaching right there. Why is it there and not here or right on there or right on there? Because it's half past the 3 or 3:30. Very good. Ready for the next one? This next one, I apologize for my circle. It's pretty rough. Okay. I'm actually going to give you this word. Half past 10. I want you to make it on your clocks, and I want you to see if you can write it in your journals with the digital time. Half past 10. So what's the digital time for that one? How do you know? Because on these, 2:30, 2, half past 4, 4, half past 10. And hold those clocks up for me, friends. Oh my goodness. You have that one reaching way down there, and it's past the 10. And so what's our time? 10:30. Someone said to me, I know it's 10:30 because we saw yesterday that when we said half past the number, that was actually the hour. So we knew half past 4 was 4:30. So half past 10 will be 10:30. Ooh, second grade, you're so smart. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple more. Are you ready? Ooh, all right, let's do this one. There's the digital time. And I want you to show me the analog time. And hold up those clocks for me. Oh. And where's that hour hand going to go? Oh, not there, is it? In between the 5 and the 6. You're right. Oh, Ms. Baker. Between the 5 and the 6 to show 5:30. Turn to your partner and whisper what else we would say that is. If it's 5:30, it's what? Half past 5. Very good. Okay, ready for another one? Look at all this practice. Oh my goodness, you guys are on fire. Okay. Eloise says that this time shows 8:30. Are you ready? Eloise says it's 8:30. Addie says it's half past 8. Who is correct? Eloise says that this time right here is 8:30. And Addie says, it's half past 8. Who's correct? I want you to write in your journals. I think Eloise is correct. I think Addie's correct. I think both are correct. I think neither of them are correct because. Tell me who you think is correct and how you know. You think it's one or both? Why? Uh-huh. 8 is the hour. 30 is the minute. Oh, show me with your thumbs in front of your chest when you think you have an answer. Thumbs in front of your tummies. Awesome. I'm going to pull sticks. All right. What did you say? Both? Oh my goodness, look at all these wiggle waggles. Ah! Why do you say both? Because the hour is between the 8 and the 9. So it's not 9 o'clock yet, but it's not 8 o'clock anymore. It's halfway around the clock, so it's 8:30. So then what makes Addie right? Yeah, it's halfway between the 8 and the 9. It's past the 8, isn't it? and it's half past. It's halfway around the clock past 8. Oh my goodness. Well, I've seen all these wiggle waggles. One, I love that because it tells me that you're listening to your people that are sharing, but it also tells me that you've thought through this work and you're thinking deeply about it. Oh, kiss your brain, second grade. Okay, your exit ticket. I'm going to give you a little paper with a clock on it, and you're going to draw the hands for this time. So this one's on your own. Remember, when you're done, you're either going to put it in the green basket. That means I am so good to go. I got this. The yellow basket of, ooh, I think I might have it. And the red basket of, oh, I feel like I still need some more help with this. Remember, on your little pieces of paper that have your clocks drawn on them, I want you to draw the hands to show this time. Draw the hands to show this time. All right, second grade. In your independent practice today, you have some clocks that have hands drawn on them, and you have some clocks that have a blank analog clock, and you have the times drawn, or the digital time drawn on them. You are going to either draw or write the time that matches the time you are given. Go ahead and start thinking about that. Remember, if the digital time or analog time is drawn, you're going to write the digital time. And if the digital time is drawn, you're going to draw the hands on the clock. All right, get ready to turn those exit tickets in, and you are off. I cannot wait to see how you write these times.